Hello and welcome. You found David Frank's Golf. Now I don't have a tagline yet, but this video is meant to help you with your grip. If you have questions about whether to use a strong or a weak grip, please see my other video called How You Should Grip the Club. On screen now is a demonstration of a weak grip with my left hand. I'll reference a few times throughout the video the index finger and the thumb creating a V, and that V or that crease is going to point over at my left chest. You'll also notice that the left thumb is right on top of the grip. I'm going to add my right hand to the grip, and my index finger and thumb of the right hand are going to match up with where my index finger and thumb were on my left hand, and that's exactly what creates a weak grip. You're going to see that that crease is pointed in a similar direction. Those V's match up close to my left chest or possibly my sternum. The reason it's called a weak grip is that both hands are rotated fairly far to the left on the club, and that gives me a hard time closing the face or rotating my hands any further to the left through impact. Now as I continue on, I'm going to remove my right hand from the grip, and I'm going to rotate my left hand further to the right. This is called strengthening your grip. This gives you more leverage closing the club face through impact. So as I rotate my hand over there and get situated on the grip, you're going to now see that same V, the index finger and the thumb, are going to point over towards my right shoulder. Another couple of things to notice are the knuckles. The index finger knuckle and the middle knuckle of my left hand are both visible from this vantage point. That's a good reference. That's a popular reference to see where your grip is. As I place my right hand on the grip, I'm also going to situate that in such a place where the index finger and the thumb are going to point over towards my right shoulder as well. Again, those V's match regardless of which grip I'm going to use. Both hands rotated further to the right like this makes it easier for me to close the club face through impact. I'm now going to remove my right hand from the grip again, and I'm going to show you where that club is situated in my hand. As I rotate my hand towards the camera so it can see a little bit better, we're going to see that the club is more in my fingers than up in my palm. The club shaft and the grip there are nowhere near the lifeline of my left hand. A lot of people grip it up there because it feels comfortable, but it's going to act like a splint and not allow your wrist to hinge the right way throughout the swing. So make sure it's down there below this fleshy pad. I'm going to point to that with my finger in a moment. We really want to make sure that that fleshy pad there is going to be on top of the grip. Again, so your wrist can hinge properly throughout the swing. I'm now going to show you how the two hands interact together. The first thing that I'm going to do is take the lifeline of my right hand, and I'm going to situate it right on top of my left thumb, up near my top knuckle and the base of my wrist of my right hand, top knuckle of the left hand, and the base of my wrist with the right hand are going to make contact, and I'm going to get that nice and snug so that thumb fits nicely in the lifeline, and then I'm going to close my fingers around it. So you're going to see my right hand doesn't have a lot of direct contact with the grip. It's really down in the fingers, but there is a snugness to it where those fit together with very few gaps, and that's exactly what gives you a nice tight grip, or I don't want to call it a tight grip, but a snug grip to use. And I close my thumb there, create that index finger and the thumb, and that V is going to point in whichever direction we decide is going to be appropriate for you. And lastly, what to do with that pinky. A lot of people will overlap it, and that means they're just going to rest it on top of their left index finger as I'm demonstrating now. You also have the option to interlock those two, your index finger of your left hand and your pinky finger of your right hand. You're going to see this fewer times on tour, but it's still out there. Whichever is more comfortable for you is fine. Neither has any bearing on performance, just a comfort thing. The positioning of your hands rotated left or right is really what gives you the performance of a grip. So hopefully this was helpful for you. If it was, I'd love to hear about it. If it wasn't and it could be better in some way, I'd love to hear about it. Please share this with your friends. Join my YouTube channel. Subscribe, David Frank's Golf. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Sue, whatever other social network you might be on. And most importantly, give me comments. What do you need to learn about? I'd love to make a video for you. I'd love to put your swing on video. We can work that out if you contact me. So again, David Franks Golf. I still can't think of a tagline, but it's good to have you here. Masters is right around the corner. Let's make sure we get your game in tune for this season.